Well, quick night at the office then, really.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's basically as dream a fight as you can possibly ever have. But is there a part of you that knows about the show and realizes, like, oh shit, what if he didn't get to take anything from that performance and wants me to fight again on the show? Was there any thought of that, or did you know, like, I pretty much got this contract?
I mean, yeah, I mean, part of me thought, like, I don't know, maybe, like you said, it was too short and he's going to be like, I need to see more. But I mean, that's not on me in that sense. Like, I can't, push the fight to go longer. I landed the first punch and, it caused him to go down and I finished. But, yeah, I mean, it was before a little nerve-wracking, but now that I got the contract, I mean.
Like I guess also being the guy fighting first, you had the longest to wait, so I'm sure you had plenty of doubts being able to creep in your mind in that time.
Yeah, it was one of those things that, just like you said, you think, like, oh, maybe I didn't show enough, but I can't make him stand up,
Well, listen, you got it. You got the contract. Talk to us about what it means to finally get that contract to be able to fight under the three letters UFC.
I mean, it's a dream come true. It's one of those things that every fighter dreams about when they start, taking that journey and taking those walks to the cage. It's like, to get that opportunity to get a contract is everything. So, and me and my coach and my dad have talked about this in the past, and like always being the goal, and we're working towards one thing. And now to have it come true in the sense of I'm here. I'm finally at the point where I could start, climbing the ladder. It's awesome. It's an amazing feeling.
So one of the extra bonuses of getting your job done so quick tonight is that you can turn around fast and try and get a debut as soon as possible. Is that the plan?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go back to the gym and get back to work, and we'll see what's on the horizon. But like you said, I didn't have any damage, so I'm ready to go. But just gotta talk with my team and go from there.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much.
Luke over here, to your right. UFC light heavyweight division needs as many new names and bodies as it can get. We just had a title fight last weekend. Is this like kind of the perfect time for you to introduce yourself, just seeing what happened last weekend and then coming here doing what you did?
Yeah, I think that like you said, the light heavyweight division definitely needs some new names and needs some faces, and I think that's what I'm trying to do, and putting on the performance I did tonight, I think is a good start.
How long do you think it'll be until you do get some ranked names and like we're talking about you in that level?
I mean, time frame, I'm not sure, but book that. It'll happen. So, down the road, let me knock off some people first, and we'll get to that situation.
Do you have a perfect scenario for your UFC debut, whether it's an opponent or a place or a time or all three?
I mean, to be honest, I'm not somebody that like overlooks things. I've been so focused on this fight. And now that I'm actually sitting here having this interview, I've never even thought about my ideal situation when it comes to a debut or who it is or where it is. I'm just super happy to be able to do it. So, I'm excited for that, and whatever comes, that's what we're gonna do. But I don't have an ideal situation right now. It's kind of, we'll see. Thank you.
You're also coming over as a champ from the CFFC organization. Some other CFFC alumni have came over and did very well in the UFC. Can you talk a little bit about your time in the CFFC and what you hope to achieve here, given what past CFFC alumni have done?
I mean, the CFFC is a great promotion in the sense of, they got huge names that came out of it that are champs now and have been champs in the past. I'm just looking to be one of those fighters that, put on that Mount Rushmore of, the CFFC when it comes to that, and then further down the line, the UFC. That's got to be the goal as a fighter, is to, be the big name that came out of the promotion and then be the big name that's in the biggest promotion now. So that's the goal, and that's the way I train. So, down the road, that's where I'm aiming.
Hey, just one for me. I guess it's a two-part question. You came into this fight as the biggest favorite on the card, like minus 1,500, which is just like ridiculous odds. And then also there was some talk about like, oh, the UFC must really want this guy because they're feeding him an opponent that's just like doesn't belong in the cage with him. Do you pay attention to the betting odds when you're heading? Did you know that you were such a big favorite? And does the fact that people are saying, oh, this guy wasn't even worthy being in the cage with him, take anything away from the victory?
I mean, I did see some of the odds just because I got, buddies that are degenerate gamblers that want to send me that. So I did see that stuff, but I try to pay no mind to that. And I definitely don't let that weigh into how I'm approaching a fight. And to anyone that says, like, they don't belong or who doesn't belong, at the end of the day, me and him had the same record. We're 205 pounds, wearing 4-ounce gloves. I mean, he could throw an overhand the same way and put me down. So that's how I approached it. But at the end of the day, anyone saying, you know, he was such a big favorite, he got fed, that's why it ended in 15 seconds. So
Congrats on the win.
thank you.
Just one for me. Going along that note of CFFC, you had all your fights with them. So was that always a plan to, you know, do all your fights with them once you eventually graduate to the UFC, or did it just kind of naturally plan out like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's how it worked out, and that was, I guess, the plan moving fight by fight. It's just one of those things in the regional scene. The CFFC gives great matchups and like tough opponents where you get that type of you know, experience. So I think that's why. And we had a great relationship going through the CFFC. They do a lot of things to help their fighters and just really promote, you know, a fighter. So I definitely give, you know, Rob Haydak and everyone at the CFFC so much credit for, you know, helping me in the sense of promotion, in the sense of building me as a fighter, and giving me the matchups that were necessary against, you know, tough opponents to give me the experience to be able to fight how I'm fighting now and be on the stage that I am now.
Last one for me. Obviously, you saw your reaction for your people back home. What was that moment like for you?
I mean, it's something you dream about. So it's super cool to see, you know, all the support back home and really feel that and see it on a stage like this. So it's awesome.